Hi friends, this is Leslie from Mermaid Cove Studio, and I am on this morning for a Craftspiration Collaboration with my sweet friend Denise Smith from Treasures of a Crafty Mind. Now, we drop videos twice a week for this collaboration on Wednesdays and Sundays. It is Sunday today, and I did a sweet little 4th of July mini album. Now, this mini album is inspired by Let's Get Scrappy. Her name is Tiffany. You can hear my cat in the background. She is a sweetheart. She does lovely videos, has lots of tutorials. I try to avoid the haul videos from pretty much everybody, but I sometimes get sucked in. But she does a whole lot of fun stuff, and she's just a whole lot of fun. She's very funny and enjoyable to watch. So her most recent tutorial is this chipboard-free mini album. I've used 110-pound cardstock, which is, I think she said she used 100-pound cardstock, but I had 110. It is the craft color, which was perfect for this project. Now, I am not going to lie, there are a lot of boo-boos in here, and I just left them. I mean, what are you going to do? I went through and made the book anyway, and after the fact realized I had a couple boo-boos, and I tried to fix some. I'm okay with it because this is for me, and it is like a trial run. I love to do it a first of any new project I'm trying to do, and then as I perfect my comfort with it, I've made, 3 or 4. What do I do with them? Nobody knows. They all sit behind me on my bookshelf and look pretty. Someday I might put some pictures in them, or I might prize them away or love them away or gift them away. We'll see. But this one is for me. This is, there are 2 digital collections that I have used on this project today, and I've had them in my stash, if you will, and so I'm using them. It's very vintagey looking. I love these little people. They're so sweet with the sweet little faces and the crazy wispy hair, because that's what it is for me. I made all of these flowers on here. It might be an overabundance of flowers. I don't know, but I love them, and I made them. They're a lot of fun to make. Sometimes I just sit and make flowers, and I will build them, but I don't add centers to them until I'm ready to use them. This time I just sat and I used my trusty, and it is always, I have lots and lots of dies, but this one here, when I don't feel like running the die machine, I love this one. It's my favorite, and I've had that forever. So everything on here is from one collection. The words, and you can see the paper matches perfectly, but it's not from the same collection. But it worked perfectly here. I don't know what it says. I didn't look at it. I just went for the color of it. And then this is the back, and it's from the same collection from the front. This is really what drew me in, is that the flowers are just really pretty, and it's all the colors. I'll put my maker's mark right here. My sticker, I'll put that there. Or even, I love handwriting on these with my white gel pen. That looks pretty too. As we go in, I have got this lovely heart ribbon, and I know it was gifted to me from something. I don't remember who and what. All I know is I loved it, and I kept it, and I'm using it now, because in this paper collection, you had balloons and hearts and bows and children and animals. It's very, very sweet paper. It's meant to make a journal. I may someday make the journal. I don't know. Or I just take bits and pieces and use it wherever I want to and however I want to. I fly by the seat of my pants. Okay, this was really cool to make and super simple. It didn't take that long either, and I think that sometimes that's the beauty of it. So I'm going to start with what's hidden behind this pocket flip down. Is this. Now, I could see you can probably add like a flat pocket in here and maybe add something, but I think for myself, I was mostly just thinking, oh, look, you can just add a picture. You can add, extra journaling spot, whatever you wanted to do on both places. It would look good. I mean, these flowers are gorgeous. I don't know if I want to cover them up, but that would most certainly be a choice. Here we have got a pocket, and we've got a really cute tag or photo mat. So I left the back naked. Whoop. And I did the front with this from the same collection. Very sweet. I love bunnies and bears and puppies and kittens. Okay, I love all the animals. And then look at this. These kind of look like Mermaid Cove starfish, but they are stars. And then we open this up. Now, I used an abundance of magnets. It was a lot of fun. So a little book on the front. And then we've got the meat, the center. And this was billed as a one-page wonder, is what she called it. And it literally is a one-page wonder. I could see that using that outside of this book on other applications. I like the one-page wonders. Anyway, this first boo-boo for me, I had glued this down and made it a pocket. Why did I do that? I don't know. She told me, watch the video, watch the video, watch the video. And I watched the video. But I was probably distracted because she was, she's got a lot of comedic relief. And I loved it, and I didn't pay close attention. But I was able to unglue it. So this flap right here, you could add some more stuff to it. There is, I could cut the star out and do more here if I wanted to. But this is what that looks like here. And I'm glad I realized, because I went back and watched her video again, because she told me to. And I fixed it. Now, did it leave some wonky stuff on my book? Absolutely. But I still love the book. These are the hearts. We've got some stars. It is just really, really sweet paper, you can see. That flips closed. There's a magnet here and here. I went nuts with the magnets. I really, really did. Then we open this again. Now, this one really is a pocket. And it has a tag. It might be the only thing I did right here. But check this out. Oh, that opens up. Look at how gorgeous that is. And I left this. I do lots of layering. I love lots of layers. It just adds so much dimension. And sometimes that can be good and sometimes that can be bad. It makes the book really thick. If I added pictures, how thick is this book going to be? I'm not going to be mad if it's going to be alligator mouth. I think it'll be wonderful. So here. Now, we flip that back up. We go to the other side. I did not match everything, which is probably my norm. I was out of my comfort zone because I wanted to make sure I used the paper that I printed. So check out that mat, that photo mat. And it's naked on the other side. So if I want to add a picture, I can. Or journal and add a picture to the front of it. Whatever I want to do. Okay. And then we bring this down. So this came from the same piece of paper. And then this came, I did it exactly the same as that. So somewhat matching, but not completely. I think this was a scrap piece of paper. This was a scrap piece of paper. So, but it does look like it matches, right? Okay. We come to this side, and I did the same thing here. I did a pocket. And then I remembered, oh, we're not supposed to be a pocket. But I was able to rescue it and cover and get my magnet in there. I love this set of heart balloons. That's just really pretty. Okay. And then we come back here. So the book is completely simple to make. I will leave a link down below for you to her page. This is so beautiful. And with the flowers. That would have looked good on the cover too. And then this sweet little bit of wooded looking paper with the stars and a little bit of flower. And then here. So you open that up and you can add pictures, you can write in there. And then here is, look at this one. It's naked on the back. So you can add a picture. You can journal. You can do your journaling with that white gel pen. You can journal. It'd be harder to journal here, but I'm sure you could write something in white gel pen. Never underestimate what you can do. But that bear is very, very sweet in the bucket. We'll put that back in. It was super duper easy. Probably what always takes me a long time is deciding on how I'm going to place all my paper. And it was not, you know, and then which pages I wanted to print. That's what it was more about. There were probably a total between this collection, there were probably 20 pieces of paper. And then off of this collection, there were, oh no, this collection, there were 62 pieces of paper I could have printed or I chose from. And out of this one, not as many, maybe 20 to do journaling, to make a journal with. So this one had a lot. And I didn't have a problem quickly choosing which ones. It was how was I going to place it in the book. So I loved it. This was a fun project to do. I'll put the link below for you so that you can take a look at this tutorial. Go have a fun time and go make a mini album. I love mini albums. That's the world I come from. And this was boo-boos and all. It still worked out. And she always tells you, it'll work itself out. You can make it work. So my page right here, the other boo-boo I made was this should have come from the top instead of from the bottom. And I just put it in the wrong way. And I didn't realize that it was the wrong way until after the fact. So there's no pulling it out and redoing it because I had already placed all the papers. But I think it still worked out really well. I mean, it's thick. She's a thick one. And I love it. It turned out fantastic. So, all right, my friends. I mean, you can see my light in the top there. Yay. All right, my friends, thank you for stopping in today. I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much. My channel hit 400 subscribers. I've been at this for a little bit, but my goals are just to have fun. And you guys are awesome and wonderful. I love to read the comments. I don't get a whole lot, but I love and adore each and every one of you, and I appreciate you. Even if you're not commenting, then you're stopping in and taking a quick little look. There'll be a short up of this little mini album, and that's where people like to look. The quick little ones, you don't have to comment or whatever. But today, I just want to know that you are appreciated. Thank you. And if you follow, I follow. So come on in, follow, like, share, and comment. Go check out my sweet friend, Denise Smith on her channel. That will also be linked. And see, we've got some fun things coming up for the month of July. So come join us for that. Watch for all that fun news. All right, my friends, thank you for stopping in. If we inspire you with anything, you can hashtag us with Scrappy Happy. Show us what you're doing today. All right, my friends, have a wonderful day. Thank you.